What's up, everybody? We back with another message, another video. Thank you to all my new subscribers and future new subscribers. You know we do nothing here without God because everything is spiritually led by God over here. We cover the world from a spiritual and physical aspect to get the raw, real, and uncut answers. So anything you hear, anything you see in these end times, may you test the spirits, aka take the words and visuals back to prayer with God, as there are many Decepticons running around in these end times sent from the enemy, had a strong, close, and personal relationship with God. Good, great, and awesome. All right, everybody, July 13th, 2024, on a good old Saturday word from the Lord here. Real quick, it always stems from something that I'm doing in my day, like cutting the grass. Usually a lot of messages stem from me cutting the grass, right? So let's talk about it. During your trials, don't give up because God is always present. So how this even started off, I was in the finalizing process of cutting the grass, which is just cleaning up, got the blower and just blow everything into a pile so you can get it up nice and neat. You know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. But this thing, every time I try to start this blower up, it gives me the hardest time, so I just don't even deal with it. So today, I'm like, you know what? Nothing is impossible with God. It's going to start up on me today. We're going to get this thing going today, right? I literally said it before I started tampering with it. Nothing is impossible with God. I'm not going to give up until this thing starts. So I give it a little gas, a couple of things of gas. Now I'm like, okay, what's the problem here? What's going on? Long story short, the Joker started one good time, then it shut off. I said, oh no, we're not doing this. We got it started. Nope. Come on, nothing is impossible with God. Started that Joker up and it was rumbling. Ready to blow all that grass and all them leaves and stuff, whatever was on the ground to clean up today. And you know what the Lord said to me? He said, nothing is impossible with your Father, for nothing is impossible with your Father. And I couldn't do nothing but just smile, because when we speak life, you never know how God is truly going to move, right? When you speak life, nothing is impossible with God. So I'm doing the cleanup, right? Blowing the grass into a pile that I got to get up and just doing what I'm doing. And after I'm done blowing the stuff, I sweep it up, put it in the bag, do what I got to do. So as I'm sweeping it up, this ice cream truck is down the street. So I'm thinking to myself, hold up, because I'm not looking in its direction at the time. Is this thing coming my way? Y'all, I haven't seen an ice cream truck and I don't even know how long. I can't even tell you. While cutting the grass, like I've maybe heard it, but actually while I'm cutting the grass, it's coming down the street. No, you know what I'm saying? And this thing is moving so slow. So I'm like, you know what? This is not a coincidence. So when it was all said and done, I'm just tripping out. I'm geeking up, smiling with the Lord, right? So I get in the house, get ready to get cleaned up. And these messages came to be. After I got that blower started, I didn't give up. You know, that symbolized trial. Keep going, because God is a rewarder. He is a rewarder. Faith will grant you access, right? And it's funny because after I did that, I'm going to the store, about to go in right now. And he kind of told me a few things to get, not too many things, but he allowed me to get one more thing, all because of that. As he is a rewarder. That bread that tastes so good that I want it, he allowed me to get it. So you can get a small box of it just because. Now, the next message with the ice cream truck, God comes through with many things in our lives, many choices, many things. When we do as he wants us to do, when we follow his will, there is no small with God. It's many, it's plenty, it's abundance with the Lord, correct? Come on now. And it ain't little, it's big stuff, the Lord. He's a big God, limitless God, the Father who takes care. Don't limit him. Don't limit him, because you're going to limit yourself. The next thing was, it was brought to me, right? So it wasn't one of those things where I had control over what was happening. It was brought to me. So either you're going to get walked into it or it's going to get brought to you. That's just how it goes. And the last but not least, the fact that the ice cream truck was moving slow. I'm talking, y'all, this thing moving so slow, I could run to the backyard and come back to the front yard at least 8 times. That's how slow it was moving. You can't miss what God has for you. You cannot miss it. You're not going to miss it. You can't miss it. It's going to be right in front of your face. You can't miss it. So don't have fear of missing out on what is for you, because what is for you is going to be for you. And that's all to it. God's timing is perfect. You know, it's perfect. That wasn't by chance. And what he's doing won't be by chance. Y'all understand? It won't be by chance. So it's all good when it's all said and done. Don't give up. But this is the last part I want to give y'all with the message. And he just finally said the words, that smile. That's what I was looking for. The happiness, the joy. And he like factory resetted me with that. Those words really made me sit down and ponder. This whole time through my trials, I was thinking to be positive rather than naturally being positive, like how I am, you know, even with this message, how I am. Talking about it, the natural joy of the relationship. He resetted me and restored me in that way. And I can't tell you how much that meant to me and how happy it made me. No matter the trials you're going through, don't lose sight of the happiness in your relationship with the Lord. Like, don't lose sight of that. And you know, there were some natural moments, but when the trials get tough, it feels like we're just moving on along, right? And we got to think, all right, we need to stay positive rather than naturally being positive. We're going to be naturally happy with the Lord on a consistent basis. So that was one thing I had to sit down and thank him. I'm just like, thank you. Just thank you for allowing me to have that experience with the ice cream truck and the blower and all this stuff, because it brought back what I needed. It brought back what I truly needed. It brought back what I truly needed. So thank you, Father, for always restoring me when need be. Because the enemy is not going to dim the light and send me be for the light. Do you know the Lord came up with that name? And he is the light in the name. He is the light in my life. He is the light that will shine through me to other people. It ain't got nothing to do with me. It's all of him. So I just wanted to give that message on to y'all. Do not give up. Keep going. Don't lose sight of the happiness in your relationship, and keep going. It's always stemming from something that we think is small, turning into the bigger messages. And I just feel so restored and happy. I can't tell y'all. He reset me like it wasn't nobody business. But peace and blessings, and I will catch y'all in the next one.